Hey everyone, welcome to Landyvlad Rides. Heading down to Ipswich today to pick up a new kitchen knife from a mate of mine that makes them. So let's go for a ride. Okay, so we're turning here onto the Gateway motorway. So if you thought wind noise was a problem previously, might have to get some music and put it under the soundtrack instead. Because you won't hear much. Love that induction roar. Love it. Gateway Bridge over the Brisbane River. The one you see to the right there was the original gateway, built in the 80s, and it was obviously went both directions. And then much more recently, they built this duplicate bridge, so that now there's a bridge going each way, able to handle a much larger volume of traffic, obviously. Now these are toll bridges. Here in Australia, the tolls are all electronic. There's no stopping to pay money, through a toll booth or anything like that. They're all electronic. Cars have to have a tag in them that's recognised by the system. But because of the impracticality of that for motorcycles, it's done on number plate recognition. Now these are toll bridges, and the idea was originally that when the bridge was paid for, so that first bridge I told you about, the idea being when that bridge was paid for, the toll would be removed and we'd all be happy. But of course, government greed being what it is, they actually sold the tolling rights to the bridge to a private company. And that's also been done for this new bridge. And they've sold the tolling rights for, I think, another 50 years at the moment. So there's no prospect of tolls being removed from these bridges for at least another 50 years. It's insanity. We're only citizens and road users. What do we matter, right? on, you fucker. Oh, really? It's about time, Jesus Christ. Some people are a bit slow, aren't they? Well, we've made it down to Ipswich area. Little way to go yet, not too far. This little place called Flinders View. Another black and white Suzuki, right brand, right colours. Just the wrong bike. Got to be careful, it's a public holiday up where I'm from, up in Brisbane today, but down here it isn't, so I said to be sure of the time, make sure I didn't go through that school zone at excessive speed. So the reason I've come through town at all here, Ipswich, rather than just go straight to his place along the highway, so I need to grab some cash for him. That's nice. So I'm on the lookout for a servo and an auto bank. Almost certainly, servo will be able to sort me out on both fronts. Yeah, that guy's house was just on the left there. He was obviously grumpy with everyone. Taco Bell. There's not many of those around Australia, I'll tell you that much. Some beautiful old houses along here. There's one there to the left. Probably really need to get a camera mounted to my helmet. But yeah, some of the old early 20th century, late 19th century places along here are very nice. Unfortunately just on main roads at the moment. A few of them are set back, which is good for them. I think Ipswich is one of the oldest cities in Queensland. And the reason for its existence, coal. Coal has been mined here for most of the history of the city, up until fairly recently. Nice family park there on the left. Nice church on the left there. You can see the clock tower of City Hall up on your right. Darcy Doyle Place was there on the right. Darcy Doyle's a well-known artist from this area. Nice heritage buildings there on the left. And the right. Unlike Brisbane, the capital, Ipswich has retained a lot of its colonial heritage, a lot of its older buildings, which is great to see. HR Holden there. And me driving around aimlessly trying to figure out where there'll be a servo. There's one up there. Puma. Typically, fuel is more expensive here, by the look of it, but can't afford to be too fussy. Okay, well, we've filled up with some 98 this time, just for a change, just for shits and giggles. Now I don't know where I'm going without a GPS just at the minute, and that's on my phone in my pocket. We're not allowed to use or look at mobile phones unless we're parked. So, let's get lost, shall we? KTM, Kawasaki, Suzuki dealership over there. Ultimate Motorbikes. No bikes outside though, which is a bit odd. Yeah, let's go this way. I think we had some sort of video failure there, but just in case, this is the Moggill Ferry, a suburb of Moggill across the river there. This ferry's been going as long as I can remember, certainly since I was a kid. It's probably a different actual vessel since then, but it's a cable ferry. There's been talk from time to time of building a bridge across here, but the people of Moggill certainly, by and large, don't want that because of the increased traffic volumes that it would inevitably cause. And I can't say I blame them. It's a lovely suburb they got there. Expensive, but lovely. I'm not sure what the right name for the captain of a ferry is. Let's just use captain because it's best. And a mate of mine, Greg, used to captain that and pretty much saved that vessel from getting washed downriver in the big floods we had here back in around 2011. Greg's no longer with us, unfortunately, and he's certainly missed, as he is no doubt by his brothers in the Vietnam Veterans Motorcycle Club. Hello to all them too. Thanks for your service, fellas. So by taking this ferry, we cut off a lot of highway miles. As a penalty, we add some suburban miles, but that's fine by me, especially when a lot of them are, well, shall we say, almost rural. Semi-rural is probably a good word. And yeah, there's just something about the ferry that's a lot more peaceful, a lot nicer for sure than just sitting on a highway droning along. And it's a change of scenery. So why not? I'm hoping you can see some of that. I really do have to sort out the camera mounting options on this thing. And obviously it was a bit of an angle there before, so yep. We'll get better with this as time goes on, for sure. How are you? Good mate. What's the damage?
Oh, one buckaroo.
Zell. Much as I'd love to. Thanks mate.
Yeah, no worries.
Ta. Yeah. Ta. Cheers.
There you go, special treatment. This lane's normally off last, I get to go off first. And for a motorcycle, only $1. Bargain.
As they say, is that. Top notch. So this is Kenmore, which is the suburb I grew up in. Kenmore State School on the right there. When I was a kid, we lived on the other side of Kenmore, and next to a horse paddock and what have you. I'll have to take a ride out there one day, take you with me, and we'll have a look and see what's still there. I'm confident that the horse paddock will be long gone and will have been turned into real estate, but we'll do it anyway. Here on the left is the Queensland Ambulance Service station. And when I was a kid, I had a Honda CD250 when I was at university. And we'd pass that every day. And they quite often had a police police car or police bike there with a little radar set up. The number of times I got pulled over was insane. I mean, they must have known me. Riding that particular route every day that time. Well, not every day, but frequently around those times. So the number of times I got pulled over was crazy. And what's crazier is that none of those times was ever for an actual speeding infringement. And it's been that long. Maybe they were just bored and wanted to chat. It's just as likely to have been that back in those days. Gotta make myself sound old, don't I? We're only talking 30 years ago. Best. Can't turn on the radio as that sign said, I've got one. Speed limit's 80, there's radars in here. They accuse me of being optimistic, that bloke. Anyway. Yeah, so we're in the Legacy Tunnel and at the moment we're travelling under Toowong Cemetery. And we'll actually do a visit to Toowong Cemetery in another vlog. We've got some interesting things to share there. People to meet. Well, not so much to meet, they're a bit dead, but anyway. So, as with every tunnel in Brisbane, this is yet another toll route. Is it our turn yet? Is it our turn yet? Are we there yet? radar over on the right hand side there. As we know, you can get people going this direction as well, just as effectively. Just 2 through that red light, eh?
Well, we're nearly home. This often happens when I go out on the bike for any length of time. My ears are quite sore, my right ear particularly. I think it's just from the wind and that getting in there. Not really sure. Even when I wear earplugs, like those normal sort of roll-up type earplugs, still gets really sore. Something to do with the ear canal or something. I wonder whether those moulded type earplugs, the ones that are moulded specifically to your ear, might work. So I'm thinking of giving them a go next. They're not cheap though, and I'm a little bit concerned that I might spend all that money only to find that it doesn't work. But I guess I might spend that money to find that it does work, in which case it'd be worth every cent.
Yep, that is sore, all right.
Over there on the left is one of those weird scooters with the 2 lots of front wheels.
asked a guy riding one of those weird 2 front wheel scooters one day. I was at the traffic lights and next to him, and I asked him why. Couldn't understand it. What's the benefit? And he said to me, perfectly serious face, in all earnest, you don't fall over at traffic lights. I don't know about you, but I've never really found falling over at traffic lights to be a particular issue. I just move my feet from the pegs to the ground, and I don't find the few inches of travel in either direction to be particularly onerous or boring. Weird. Well, everyone, we'll have a look at the knife when we get inside. But as always, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time when Landyvlad rides. So this is the knife that I've got at the moment. It's a Fury Techniques hollow ground stainless steel. It's a perfectly good knife, nothing wrong with it. It's just a bit rough on the edges, but that's more my fault than anyone's. Yeah, hollow ground handle, easy to clean, easy to maintain, nothing wrong with it. But I wanted something just a little bit nicer, and it's fortunate that my friend Ted actually does make knives, so I'll show you the one he knocked up for me. So this is the knife that Ted made for me. I'm not sure of the timber, but you can see the beautiful timber and resin that has come up really nice. The shape of the knife is really usable. The steel is Sandvik steel, and yeah, I'm just stoked with it. It's just a beautiful thing. I know Ted's a bit over making kitchen knives. There's a lot of work involved in that, and the price was certainly right. So thanks very much, Ted. I really enjoy that. So that's the new knife to add to the collection. And, thanks for joining me for my ride to Ipswich, and see the new knife. Cheers.